Hello everybody, I'm excited to be back for another Food Friday. So I thought to get started, I wanted to talk about two things. I want to talk about getting more protein at breakfast, and I want to talk a little bit about chia seeds. So the idea with protein at breakfast, it keeps you full, keeps your blood sugars regulated throughout the day so that you don't get too hungry. I mean, those are just a couple of small reasons, but people are always trying to struggle and find ways to get more protein. I've got a great idea for a recipe. I'm sure some of you might have come across something similar before. But it's kind of a berry chia, I'm not going to call it pudding because that seems weird for breakfast, but a berry chia breakfast, we'll call it. So I've got a little recipe here. Your obviously main ingredient is going to be chia. So I'm going to talk a second about chia. So like if you're like me, you go to Costco and you get this big bag, and then you go, what the heck am I going to do with all this chia? This is a great recipe to allow you to utilize. So the thing about chia is it's super high in fiber, and fiber is always great for a diet. Really high in antioxidants, very high in your omega-3 fats. That's a fat that's in very little food, and most of the time we have to supplement. You put chia in your diet more often, it's a way you don't have to take that supplementation. So omega-3, remember that. It's also very high in protein, so this is something that's going to fill you up. So we'll talk about that. So here's your chia. So here's a quick recipe. You take a cup of milk. I prefer almond milk because I don't digest dairy very well. Do unsweetened if you're going to do a milk supplement like that. So you've got your almond milk, about a cup of that. Pour that into, I like using a mason jar, it seals really well. It's kind of nice. Container, whatever you've got, and it's portable too. So you've got that. So you put your cup of almond milk. You put in a cup of berries. I just have blueberries here, but it could be a berry mix, which is really nice for flavor. I just happen to have blueberries. They're frozen. So I put that in, and then you can add in a little bit of vanilla. That's totally optional, but it just gives it a little sweetness to it. Just kind of enhances the flavor. I've taken some almonds, just chopped them up loosely, slivered almonds, any nut. It just adds crunch to what you're gonna do. You don't put this in right away. This is the afterthought. And then you got your chia. It's about a quarter cup of chia. So I take my almond milk, take berries, take the chia, take the vanilla, put it in a mason jar, give it a stir, it's kind of liquidy, put it in the fridge, go to bed. This is nighttime. Wake up, breakfast. Within 6 to 8 hours, you've got this sort of pudding texture. Now mine is quite thick. This is with a quarter cup of chia. If you're a texture person, you're like, I can't do it, it's too thick. Lessen the chia, increase the milk content. It'll be more like a smoothie texture. You can even blend it if you want. But this is ready to go. It's nice and cold. It's very, very filling. So I even barely get through this and I'm like, I'm good. Very, very filling. Good option for you throughout the day. So, and then before you eat it though, what you want to do, so I just go to open it and I say, oh, I got the berries. Check that out. So good. So then I go, the point of the nuts, a little extra fats and healthy. This is actually going to give you a complete omega-3, omega-6, omega-9 with the nuts. So put the nuts on top, and then what I'll do is add a nice crunch. So if you're a texture person, that makes a huge difference on this. So anyway, I wanted to show you this. I will be posting the recipe with this video for my berry chia breakfast. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys again for another Food Friday. Bye.